But don't tell me to give to somebody when they can work themselves. Don't do that now. That person on the street, if he would go get him a job, he can have some. Don't tell me if a man steal my coat, find him and give him the shirt. We want God's blessing, but we don't want God. We don't want to follow his rules and his regulations. God is a good God. He is a just God. He served perfect justice. Somebody say kindness. Kindness. Kind words do what? Turn away wrath. In the 20th chapter of 1 Samuel, Jonathan was the son of Saul, King Saul, the king that God didn't want, but the people wanted him. Hallelujah. He was a cut above everybody else. He stood out in the crowd. Handsome, tall, dark, and handsome. And they wanted a king like all the rest of the countries had kings. Jesus said, now, stick with me. I'm going to take care of you. But they said, no, we want to be like the rest of them. He said, well, if you get a king, he going to tax you. He going to put a burden on you. You're going to be burdened for the rest of your life. But if you stick with me, I'm a burden bearer. I'm a trouble sharer. If you stick with me. No, God, we don't want you. We want your blessings, but we want a king. God allowed them to have a king. King Saul, the king of Israel. King Saul. People got what they want now. We are happy. We got a king like the Moabites. Yes. We got a king now. And now it's war. A little red-haired, freckle-faced boy tending his dad's sheep named David. Over other side of the mountains, tending sheep. He had other brothers. They stood cut above. Hallelujah. Tall, dark, and handsome. God said, I didn't ask for king. Saul, y'all asked for me. I'm sending my man to anoint my king. Are y'all listening? And he sent his man down to Jesse's house. And he told him, when the right one comes, you will know it. Went down to Jesse's house, and Jesse sent out his sons. He sent out his sons. He sent out the tall ones. He sent out the strong ones. And when God, man, put the oil over their head, the oil wouldn't even pour. Are y'all listening to me? And every son, he put the oil over his head, the oil wouldn't flow. I can't anoint him. This is not the right one. And when he got to the last one, he said, do you have another son? And he said, well, he's nobody. He's over on the other side of the mountain talking talking to sheep. He smelled like sheep because a shepherd have to lay down with the sheep. He said, go get him. He said, you don't want him, but go get him. They went and got David. David over there on the other side of the mountain talking to sheep all day long. But what got God, David was over there by himself talking sheep talk, but throwing kisses to God. Hallelujah. That's why he said, that's a man, that's my own heart. Watch this now, watch this. They brought in David. And when they brought him in, Samuel took, and the oil began to flow. And he pronounced that this is God's king. David said, you done with me? Yes, he went back to his job. But he was anointed king of Israel, and Saul heard about it. Ain't but one king. I am the only king. My name is Saul. David and Arthur, David went back talking to his sheep. Hallelujah. Are y'all with me? If you're with me, say, oh yes. Oh, yes. Hallelujah. One day, Goliath came with his king. They was on one side of the mountain. Who were those people? Y'all remember? The Philistines. Thank you, Brother Bird. Bill. The Philistines. They brought war against Israel. And they was on one side of the mountain. Israel on this side of the mountain. The valley was in between. I don't know why God taking me this way. I'm trying to get to. And Goliath walked out, breathing out threats against Israel and cursing the God of Israel. And one day Jesse called David, said, David, yes sir, Dad, come here, David. Take this cheese and this porridge corn and go down to the battlefield and take the commander's son and take your brother's son and see how maturing is doing down there. Y'all with me? Somebody wave at me now. Make sure that my children is all right, but go down there and feed the commander. David said, wait a minute, Dad. He called somebody and said, now y'all go tend to the sheep while I'm gone. That's what a good shepherd would do, honey. Hallelujah. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Now that David went down to the battlefield and he was down there and when he got down to the battlefield, he heard Goliath cursing God. Cursing the God of Israel. And he walked down there and David, oldest brother said, what you doing down here? You come down to see the battle. You ain't nobody. What you do with them few sheep you supposed to be watching? And David looked at him and said, now what have I done now? Now that says that they've been picking on him all the time. Because he's king and they are not, see. Y'all with me? Now. Then David, the king had told King Saul, said, whoever killed this uncircumcised Philistine, I'm going to give him my daughter, hand in marriage. I'm going to exempt them from taxes. I'm going to give them homes. I'm going to bless them abundantly. But they got to kill the king. They got to kill Goliath. They got to kill Goliath. And then David heard them talking. And David went to one of them. He said, now, what did the king say he's going to do? The king say he's going to give you, whoever killed Goliath, he's going to give him the daughter's hand in marriage. He's going to exempt them from taxes. He's going to bless them, going to dress them in royal robes, going to put rings on their fingers. I mean, he's just going to do a whole gamut of stuff. David said, and then David thought about it.